What's up, family? I'm back with another video. So I am going to give you one of my favorite quick and easy recipes that you can follow. It doesn't take much. I promise you. We've been out here in the snow. This is also a good meal if you prep. So these are items that you would have on hand in your prep box. So I just wanted to show you how I do it, and I want to give you a couple variations in case you don't like some of the ingredients that I have. But it's really simple, really just 2 ingredients, well 3, and that's it. It's so quick and it's so easy that anybody can do it. Years ago, when my son, my youngest twin, was still living at home, he made it. He made it wrong, but he made it nonetheless. But he still loved it. That's how quick and easy it is. But anyway, if you want this delicious, quick, easy recipe that you can add things to it, you can jazz it up, you can do whatever with these basic ingredients that I'm going to show you. If you are interested, then stay tuned.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Alright, so here I am. I have my trusty noodle cooker with me, and I have some organic Carolina rice, and that is going to start us off with this recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a cup of rice in my rice cooker, or my noodle pot. That's the technical term for it. Oh Lord. So I'm actually not going to need a whole cup. Let me get rid of this and put it in the trash before it spills somewhere else. So you actually don't need a whole cup unless you're making this for 2 people, you know. But I'm doing this because I always cook extra rice. If I'm going to cook rice, I'm going to cook extra rice. Alright, so first I'm going to wash my rice. And I'm going to rinse it. I'm going to pour that excess water in this container. This is just a container that I keep on hand from Dollar Tree to, you know, so times that I don't want to use my sink, I can just put stuff in here and dump it. So I'm going to strain this rice out. And there's that. And I'll just empty this later. So now that my rice is rinsed, I'm going to put a bouillon cube in here today. Usually I leave it white, but I have some bouillon in my van, so I'm just going to put one of those in here. And I would have just got the broth, but I didn't feel like going to the store. So I'm going to put one of those in here. And you don't have to do this. This is just an extra step. So I'm just going to stick that in there. And now I need 2 cups of water. Now I need 2 cups of water to go in my rice. So now I have my water and my rice. I gotta find a fork. I'm just gonna stir that around. Then I'm gonna go ahead and plug my noodle pot up to my outlet. Turn my Bluetti on. And I'm going to put this on low and let that cook. And it should be done in about 17 minutes. Alright guys, let's check on our rice. She is boiling away. Look at the steam. I need to stir it because of that bouillon cube. I want to make sure that it's distributed in there. I don't even see it. So I guess it melted. I always push the rice down because sometimes some little kernels don't get done, and I want them all to get done. So yeah, I don't see the bouillon, so I'm just going to smooth it back. So I can finish. Put the lid back on. And I'm going to go ahead and make me some gravy. And I have some chicken gravy from McCormick. I'm just going to make it in my mini. So I need to turn it on. Which of course, this doesn't have an on-off switch. You have to just plug it up and the light comes on and lets you know that it's on. So I think I'm going to put the water in first, and this calls for a cup of water. Cup of water and the packet. I probably should use a fork, but I don't want to scratch this up. I have a little whisk, but I don't feel like washing a whole bunch of stuff. So let's do this. Let's see how this does. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't have any lumps. Let's get it all combined. And I can feel it getting hot in my right here, I could feel it getting hot. So it says cook on medium until it comes to a boil. And you know I'm extra, right? I don't do much that's plain, so I'm going to put a little bit of coconut amino in there. It's kind of like vegan soy sauce. I'm just going to put a little bit. And you can make it plain. If you want to make it plain, that's fine. It will still come out delicious. If you want to use jar gravy is quicker. So you could just get a jar of gravy and pour it in and heat it up. So we're going to let that come to a boil, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, you guys, my gravy has thickened up. As you can see, it's coating the little spatula. I just make a mess. It is boiling. Now, if you remember in that other video that I had testing this for boiling water, the water didn't actually boil. But this gravy has come to a boil. I'm just smashing down on the bottom to make sure I don't have any lumps from the mix down there. I don't see any mess there. And then my rice is basically done. So I'm going to just taste a little bit just to make sure it doesn't have a bite. Perfect. Okay. So we can turn this off and unplug this, my mini. Let's stir that one more time. And that was the Bluetti. If you heard that noise in the background, the fan on the Bluetti came on. Probably because both of these are running at the same time. So let's move that out of the way and show you the next step. So what I have been making is the tuna rice and gravy for years. But if you don't like tuna, I have 2 packs here. You could use the chicken by Starkist, or Swanson has chicken packets now. So you could use either one of those if you don't like tuna. But I promise you the tuna is really good. So to get this together, I think I'm just going to do one because I'm the only one eating this. And like I said, I'll have leftover rice and I can eat some more tomorrow. I'm just getting my rice from the bottom of the pot. Even though this is a non-stick, you see there, sometimes you'll see some on the bottom, but it'll come right out. I just want to make sure that I fluff it up. Alright, so of course, you know, I want to get my favorite bowl, and I'm going to put some rice in here. A little bit more, and that's about how much rice I have in there. The steam is coming up, right? All right. Let's put the lid back on there. And now I'm just going to take the tuna and this is tuna, light tuna in water. And I'm just going to put my tuna in here. And like I said, for variation, you could put peas in here. You could put some rotel in here with the chicken, and that would be good too. But I'm just breaking it up because when it comes in those packets, it kind of gets flat. So I'm just breaking that up. And then I'm going to get myself some gravy. Let me pour it this way because I want to be all day. So a little bit of lumps. So there's my gravy. And all you do is mix it up. Just mix that all up together. Make sure that gravy is all through there. I'm going to add a little bit more. This is why the jar would be better, because the jar gives you more gravy than the packet. And I didn't tell you guys the story of how I came to eat this. So years ago, when I was still dating, I dated a guy that was a pescatarian. And he made me this one day. And I thought it was strange. I was like, what? Tuna, rice, and gravy? Are you kidding me? But it was good. It was really good. I was surprised. I was like, what the world? Who ever heard of tuna, rice, and gravy? But like I was saying earlier, my son, I made it for him one day, and he loved it. So that's when he was still living with me. He was the last one out of the nest. This was just one of the twins. The other twin was already out of the house. So he texted me and was like, Mom, how do you make that stuff that you made? And I was like, oh, it's just tuna and rice and gravy. He was like, oh, okay, I'm going to make it. So when I get home from work, he made it, and he made tuna fish. Like you make a tuna fish sandwich with the mayonnaise. I think he had mayonnaise and maybe he had onions and relish and mixed in the tuna fish. I was like, no, not with the tuna fish, just the tuna itself. He was like, oh, I don't care, I'm gonna crush it anyway. So, he didn't get sick from the mayonnaise or anything like that, but he ate it. But yeah, you don't have to do that. Like I said, you can do this with chicken. You could do this, put some chicken and rotel. You could put some peas in here, and that way it'll round your meal off. But it's really good. Let me try it. Yep. Every time. You get the tuna, the rice, and the gravy all in one bite. And it doesn't give you like a weird taste or anything like that because of the tuna. You can tell that it's tuna, yes. Even with the chicken gravy, you can tell that it's tuna. But it's really good. It's really good. It's really easy, and it's filling because of the tuna being a starch. So this is what I was saying about being a prep meal, because if you had to prep for emergency, you have packs of tuna, you have dry goods like rice, you can have dry packs of gravy, or you can have jars of gravy as long as the expiration date hasn't happened. Or if you boss, you can make gravy from scratch. It's really butter, flour, seasoning. You can use some that bouquet. I think it's kitchen bouquet. A little soy sauce, and you cook your gravy and your butter and your flour until it's brown, and then add your broth to it, and you can make your own gravy. But I don't think you would be wanting to do that in a crisis situation. But you just want to have a meal that you can put on the table. And this for van life is good because you see how easy it was. Cooking the rice, cooking the gravy, putting it up, three things together, tuna, rice, and gravy. Psh, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But anyway, guys, this is all I have for you today. I'm sorry that I didn't get a video out earlier, but I did have that memorial for my friend. It was very nice. I had to drive to almost to DC, so it was off of Pennsylvania Avenue, and I used to live up that way. As a matter of fact, I passed the store that I used to be a manager at on my way there and back. But it was a really nice service for him, and they're going to take him to St. Louis, where he's from, and that's where he's going to be buried. So thank you guys for all your prayers and well wishes and condolences. I really appreciate it. His children appreciate it. And I'm going to do some more videos this week. I'm going to try and catch up. And I'm going to try and do another one before my next one is due, because I think I've been dropping them on Friday or Saturday. So I'm going to try and fit another one in somewhere there. Hopefully. You know how it goes. Sometimes you have plans, but life has other plans for you. But try this. I'm telling you, it's great. It's good. It's hitting. I'm telling you. And it's easy. And this is something your kids can cook. Really. If you get the jar gravy, your kids can cook a pot of rice. They can heat the gravy up and just throw the tuna in there. You know, when they say, Mom, it's nothing to eat, you say, go fix you some tuna, rice, and gravy. All right, guys. So I'll see you on the next video. Peace.